Hello and welcome to Earth Now Media, Baku Breeze, every day communicating impact for climate, nature, people and development. New day, new inspirations. We're joined by amazing change makers from across the world who in their own ways are transforming the world and bringing about the change and this change that we need to communicate, share with the world and inspire the grassroots to be able to take up action more. And I have the honor of hosting the one Charlene Ruto on the studio today. Hi Charlene.
Hi, Kadusi.
How is everything?
Everything is good, thank you.
Hope is happening. Where is your headspace now?
Gratitude.
Mhm.
Yeah, my headspace is in a gratitude space. I'm grateful.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
grateful that I can come. Grateful I can engage. This is my second COP.
Mhm.
So also grateful that I'm meeting, let's call them old friends
Yeah.
from the last COP, and I've started to be a part of the community.
Indeed, and we have to be grateful for every little thing in this life. And maybe to start us off, Charlene, who is Charlene? Where does she come from? What does she do?
So actually my name Charlene means little and womanly, and it's according to Proverbs 31 in the Bible. Who is Charlene? Charlene is an ordinary girl in an extraordinary space, trying to do extraordinary things.
Oh my goodness. I wish I could defend myself that way, but that's a good way actually. Yeah. And I know you are behind the SMACHS Foundation and you guys are doing some amazing ones when it comes to agriculture, youth, engagement and farmer, empowerment at the grassroots level. Do you care to just speak a bit about that vision and how it came to be in the first place?
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good question. So SMACS is a very long acronym, and we have our website, SMACHS Foundation, because I'm not expecting your audience to remember the whole application.
Yeah.
But it's SMACS Mechanized Agriculture and Climate Action for Humanity and Sustainability. So why SMACS Mechanized? Because we want to engage young people in the agricultural value chain, but not the traditional methods alone. We are injecting non-traditional ways. So this is through doing smart agriculture, and especially now climate smart agriculture, and also mechanization in agriculture. That is something that young people should engage in, whether it's AI, whether it's IoT, whether it's now generally IT. And then why are we doing this? There has to be a why. What makes us wake up every morning, or makes me wake up every morning? We're doing it for humanity, and especially the young people. Our slogan is for a better future. Who is in the future? It's the younger generations. So not just for ourselves who are currently here, but for babies who are being born right now. We want them to have a better future than what we have. We have a good future, but we want them to have a better future. So we are doing it for humanity and sustainability. We are 2 years old now. We don't intend to reach the 5-year mark and die. We intend to be celebrating 100 years one day. So the only way we can do that is if we have sustainable projects, if we have a sustainable culture within the foundation, if we have sustainable partnerships and sustainable collaboration.
Oh, amazing. I definitely wish you well. I've been calling it SMACHS Foundation. I know it's SMACHS Foundation, not SMACHS. Now I know it. And there are many topics to even lead on as a youth leader and engagement. Could be technology, could be artificial intelligence, could be even water, but you're very specific about agriculture. Why does it matter for the African youth to be empowered on agricultural practices?
A common statistic we keep hearing is that the average age of an African farmer is 60 years old. And as SMACS Foundation, we're looking at how we can make that 16
Wow.
And this is because if you interact with many of the young people within the foundation, and recently our new county youth ambassadors, because Kenya has 47 counties, and we picked a young lady and a young man from each of the counties to amplify their work on the global stage. You'll find that how we engage young people in the agricultural space. I come from an agricultural background and from an agricultural county. In my county, Wasingishu, we are known to be maize farmers and wheat farmers. And that's something I've seen my parents doing. I've seen them getting into chicken farming. Myself, I got heavily into beekeeping. So I've really seen the amazing things that this can do for someone as a young person. It's not just about a source of income. Nowadays, as young people, we're talking a lot about mental health. Every time I go and check on my bees, whatever was clouding my mind, whatever I was stressed about,
it clears away.
It's gone. Every time I go to the farm, by the time I come back, I come back so refreshed and like a new person. So the beauty of farming is it's not just about getting a source of income from it. Also, as young people, we are moving away from the 8 to 5 kind of job, and we're looking for flexible working hours because we want to cover every aspect of our life. Our social life is very important to us right now. I mean, actually, our social capital now is more important than our financial capital because it's through our engagements, our interactions with other people that we're able to get so much more in life. So how do we create time for that? Agriculture is an amazing way to do that. For example, when I go beekeeping, I just do it very early in the morning or very late in the evening. In between, you see, here I am at COP29, but my hands are still, moving on well. I can come for COP29, I can go have a meeting, in the capital city. I can go spend time with my friends. So I think that's something we're looking for as young people. We're looking for a wholesome life, not just a child life. And I think our parents went through what they went through so that we can have the benefit of that.
Wow. And what I'm picking from Charlene is agriculture could actually be agriculture for well-being, could be agriculture for livelihoods, could be agriculture to really help us deal with the current situations in our own climate, in our own communities, and indeed in our own landscapes. And if we can invest in these approaches, we can make it work for Africa, we can make it work for youth, we can definitely make it work for communities. And if you're watching us, keep tuned at Art Now Media, communicating impact for nature, climate, people and development. Charlene, we are here at COP and you've seen amazing young people, amazing world leaders coming here. I just wonder, where are you at COP this year?
Wow, where am I at COP this year? Well, mentally, I'm very open to new engagements, new interactions, new learnings. I've been going around the different stands in both the blue zone and the green zone. I always like being updated and seeing what people are doing. I've seen, because we work close to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, I've been following on the new policies they have in place, the new strategies, the new reports that are coming out. And for me, knowing this information is very important because it then influences my work on the ground. I'm able to disseminate this information to the young people that we work with so that they can know, okay, this is what we need to ask from our NGOs, this is what we need to ask from our government, so that now the work they're doing on the ground can actually be amplified and be accelerated. So I think that's where my mind is at.
I feel it's important because, of course, data has to guide our everyday activities, and being in these spaces to get as much data as possible really goes along with supporting our grassroots activities. But also a chance to, communicate what is happening at the grassroots to these grasstops, as I call them. It's an important, aspect. And I just following on that, Charlene, they are calling this the finance COP, and of course, working as a leader in agriculture space, there has to be something between climate, nature, and finance. How do you reflect around where the future of the climate, biodiversity, and agriculture is out of the engagements from this COP?
Yeah, I think actually for me, even before I started coming for COP, I used to think COP was like a very complicated, monster. Let me put it that way. Because you just used to see the world leaders are coming and having their discussions. And I think moving forward, and in as much as this is what we're calling the COP for finance, it's actually us as young people following it beyond the event. Nowadays we're not just having events for having events. It's an event that should have announcements, it should have commitments. But then as young people, because we're the ones interested in our future and the future of the other young people behind us, we need to make a follow-up. So that by the time we have COP next time, we've improved, we've moved to another level, but we can't just be involved during the time of COP. After this, a lot of the funding, I've attended so many sessions, a lot of the funding is going to government. How do governments trickle it down to, for example, in Kenya, counties? And then how do young people go to their counties and benefit from that? We really need to do this follow-up. That's why as young people, it's important that we're informed and we know, okay, for our country, these are the different international organizations or global platforms that have contributed in terms of climate finance to my country. Has it gotten down? In Kenya, we have FLOCA. Has it been streamed into FLOCA? And then has it...
This, Charlene, and of course, again, speaking of young people from just the previous sentiments you shared, there has to be a future for young people, right? This is the very planet we are going to inherit. Where do you see young people leadership coming from back home in terms of what SMACS is doing? Are there partnerships you're looking forward to? Are there more support that you're looking at, helping these young people to scale their solutions? Are there more opportunities for them to engage with SMACS Foundation and really support the agricultural value chain?
Yeah, there's so many opportunities. Actually, we have so many requests from young people to engage with us, to volunteer, to be attached to the organization. And we are very happy to do that because we have access to global platforms, we have access to global networks. And for me, I believe your network is your network. Yes, there's a lot we can gain from having social capital. So at SMACS, we look at ourselves as bridging that gap between young people who are doing such good work on the ground and are very passionate about agriculture and climate action matters, and then the global players. And how do we as SMACS then bridge this gap? So we're looking at a bottom-up and as well as a top-down approach so that we can bridge this gap. So the opportunities are immense. We get so many requests through our social media platforms, which I encourage all the young people to follow. We are on every social media platform, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, so that we can keep, that's why we keep sharing the opportunities, because I know I'm a millennial, but I work at Gen Z.
I thought you're Gen Z.
No, I'm a millennial. I'm in my 30s. So we work a lot with Gen Z, and what I love about the Gen Z generation is there's no gatekeeping of information. If there's an opportunity, let it be known publicly, let it be known generally. It's not for chosen. It's for everybody. And then people can come in and apply for opportunities, or give their proposals for opportunities, and we pick the best for that.
Amazing. Your network is your net worth. Be sure to follow SMACS Foundation across social media. Go to their inbox, write to them. They're ready to have you, they're ready to work with you, they're ready to collaborate with you. And they're also ready to really spotlight the works that you're doing, which is part of this conversation, And Charlene, as you come to a close, there's a young woman somewhere, there's a young person somewhere, there's an old farmer somewhere, there's a woman in the grassroots who is wishing to do the best they can with what they have, but maybe they're not able to do it. What would be your word of encouragement to them? Look at that camera and talk something inspiring to them.
Yeah, don't give up. Actually, I told this one of my mentees the other day. Sometimes we think our partners are people who are very far in other countries, but if you look at the circle of people around you, you'd find that some of your greatest supporters are there. So tap into what you already have, and it will open up the door for what you need in the future.
Amazing. I don't want to water it down. It's been an honor hosting Charlene Root of SMACS Foundation, doing the smartest things they can do in agricultural technology and supporting communities on what they can do to improve our value chains and support the very farmers who are the heartbeat of our economy in the country, but indeed in the continent. Stay tuned at Now Media. Follow us for impact communication on climate, nature, people, and development. And until next time, it's been an honor hosting the amazing Charlene.
Thank you, Charlene.
Impact Now Media.